Okay, I think I see why everything suddenly hiccuped really badly with the game. At some point during the sieges, the game just really slowed down a whole lot. And I couldn't quite understand why, like out of nowhere, it's like sudden freeze of the game. And I was like, that's weird. Why did the game just freeze and slow down a whole lot when it's been fine all day? And then I all tabbed out. Task manager looked fine. It wasn't the processes. I go to OBS, and on OBS, it said it was still streaming, but at 0 kilobytes per second. It wasn't dropping frames 0 kilobytes per second. It was just disconnect. I was like, wait, what are you talking about here, disconnect? When? I got my disconnection protection. How's my stream looking? I look at Twitch, disconnected. I see a notification on my taskbar, and what do I see? 2 minutes ago, stream disconnected. Fuck! 2 minutes ago, that's outside my 90-second window for disconnection protection. So I think what happened there was that the severe lag spike I felt was probably the notification coming through that, hey, your stream disconnected, you got 90 seconds, stream disconnected, you better fix this up. And instead, I was like, wait a minute, why is it slowing down? Let me give it a couple of minutes. Oh well, shit happens. And now we got 2 sieges going, Palumu versus Messina. I wanted to have my army split up and chase after him, but because of the fort over here, I can't even leave. I could understand the fort making it so I can't come in without taking it over, but I can't leave because of the fort there, so now it's a race. Who's 57 is gonna finish first? Status quo, status quo. Dominance of the Navy in Valo has meant that the proposed increased spending on the army in the Senato has been coldly received. Lose 5% support to the Senato. Bitch! It's still 60%, who cares? Status quo. It's 8,000 against 3,000. Status quo. Supply shortage. We got the first bump to 49%. Oh, we got this then. This is gonna take forever. It's just gonna take so much time. Senato members in scandal. Rather than attending sessions personally, some members of the Senato are disturbing the peace and harassing their fellow countrymen. The outrage is great, both among their peers and of the streets, and thus the incident is likely to haunt future parliaments for years. Lose legitimacy and prestige. Arrest Senato members and lose 5% support. There's only 57 days left, but we're getting so many negative events happening back to back now. Alright, but for the time being we have money. And our money per month is so low. Inflation is 0. So let's go ahead and cause more inflation. Their navy is dead, so let's gut the navy maintenance. Diplomatic spending, we're pretty much at max right now, so let's go ahead and drop that. Nobility loves me. so I could afford to tax them a whole lot more. Oh, that's minting I'm pressing on. I was like, wow! I'm really taxing these nobles! Wrong button, wrong button! Oh, just one extra button for noble tax. Burghers are at 0.09. Nobility is back to 43 against 32, because I granted them certain privileges. What else to build? I need more wharfs. I can only have one wharf per coastal town. They have a wharf. They have a wharf. Lieutenant Commander Wharf. 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 Salerno, you might not believe it, they have a wharf. Gaeta does not. How are they gonna have no wharfs at sea? And now how's our control looking? Some teenish numbers in too many places. Proximity. We got a road being built here, right? $83 to build a road. Did we not do that yet? Let's build a road here. Try to link things up. Do we have a road going from... Proximity takes us not quite to Aquila yet. And we don't quite have the naval prowess to go all the way around. We gotta get roads going down here too. We have a long ways to go on this side. We have road here already, so we could build towards Rolzano and then outwards. There's an existing road. It wants to take the smoothest path over too. $206, 480. Man, roads are such a big investment. It's got to be done then. $98. Do it. Rising inflation and efficient minting. 3 years still. Well, that's for some of our new RGOs. We got years to get the 1,000 needed for those livestock, for the alum, for the lead. Couple years left for the wheat. All right, 49 versus 57. Status quo. Status quo! Oh, they got their supply shortage. double supply shortage. Hold on. Their port is here. Am I blockading? Blockading would make it better, wouldn't it? Repair. Order full retreat. Detach damaged ships. Blockade port. Spread out and blockade enemy port. Over here. Now come back. I don't want to blockade stuff all over the place. Just here. Just over here. Just in the Gulf of Termini. There's too many places he wants to go to. That's it. Only here. That's the only place I want him to be. Just here. Just here. I tell him to blockade port and he goes home. The heck? It's bullshit that we can't leave here. How did he occupy it already? He's just prolonging this war now. That is nonsense. YouTube? Is YouTube pulling there still listening? No, it's just his quiet track. That is grim, man. What the fuck? Where's the assault button? Likely to fail the assault. How did he do it then? How did he just get it instantaneously? I am miffed. I am... Man! That's okay. He's got very few guys. We'll just go over, kick his ass again. This is turning into Imperator Rome now. Do I want to go back? Because the trouble here, right? Is that for some reason I cannot leave the fort area? My assumption was that I had armies in place that were able to go back out and chase him down if needed, but because we're both in the fort zone, even if we're on the edge of the fort zone, we're not allowed to leave until that fort is taken down. Which is so weird. Not even Imperator does it that way. If in Imperator, if you're in a fort zone, you can't push further into the fort zone without taking over land. But you can leave the fort zone if you wanted. And that's the other weird thing. You can't occupy land, it seems, to try to... Oh, that's the wrong one again. That's... You see, my assumption is I see a list here and I think, okay, there's my saves. No, I gotta click here to get the saves of within. Hurry it up. Hurry it up. Can't believe I'm getting my shit fed to me by just 3,000 dudes because I'm not allowed to leave land. I can't retreat elsewhere. So, get the fuck off. So back to over here, right? We got that, we got that. We chased them down. And here's the mistake we made. Was that once we get within this forward zone of control, we are not allowed to leave. That is an aspect of the game that I had not realized was a thing, because that is just odd. That's not how other Paradox games have worked with forts. The fortification is here. Zone of control. My understanding is that the zone of control means that if I want to occupy this stuff, I have to occupy here first, and that the fort offers some protection to these areas, particularly in my ability to move around. I won't be able to get through these places without taking that first. But to be unable to leave, that is novel. The defensive capabilities of a fortification to block the movement of the war enemy armies through the location adjacent to it. An invading army setting on a war enemy location adjacent to a war enemy fort will have to siege the fort first before it can move past it to any other location adjacent of that fort. Adjacent of the fort. So I could walk from here to there. And then we have the fort here, I gotta take the fort over. And that should mean I can't go from here to there because it's still within the zone of control. That fort is protecting this path. But that doesn't mean I can't do that. That means I shouldn't be able to move from here to there without taking over this first. Or from there through here, because that's a wall over here. Well, no, because that should be leaving. So, yeah, as far as I understand it, nothing should prevent me from going from there out. So, I think it's just being weird for me. Which isn't to say it's acting weird for me. I think that it's a weird way of doing it. So now that we know that the moment we step on Termini, our only options are to attack into Palemu or attack into Palemu, because once we're in here, we're not allowed to leave. We're actually not allowed to leave, even if we have control of this zone. The smart play is to take these guys down. No army, no problem. But the fact is, once I'm in here, I'm stuck in here. Now that I know that, I think the play for me would be to go down to Bivona. Let me do some painting around here. This says I can move around, but that I can't go through there, right? So I can go there, there, there. But you see, once I'm in the zone of control, I can't leave. Zone of control is a fly trap. I can go in. Well, see, now we can go out, so why was I unable to leave? Why was I... Hold on, because look. If we go back to, say, a year ago, because we're still waiting around at the start of the siege. Any day now, Goose. Thanks for the flashbang. So, how we were doing it the last time is they're hiding up over here. We're gonna take over this spot, walk over there. I wish that if I pinned this, it would stay pinned every time I reload. Come on, Paradox. So still within the zone of control, right? And then we send one army up that way. Now they could leave. Now they're allowed to step out. So what locked them in then? Is it because at some point, because we walk into Palemu, we now have the layer of fort here and then zone of control out here? And being inside this far deep means you're not allowed to leave the fort and then leave the zone? Because that's the problem. The trouble was that we were stuck over here, unable to do anything as the armies walked around because we physically were not able to just step out, step out. We could leave anytime we want right now, so at what point do I get locked in like before? And now here we go, doing our stuff over there as we did before. Waiting for years and years of sieging down 54%. If we add the bigger army, go down here. And then see? See? So even though we have this as occupied by us, so that's how it works for this game. It's counting it as being behind 2 layers of firewall. This is still within the zone of control of this fort over here, which means I'm never allowed to leave. We're sieging the fort. We're occupying this location. And occupying this location doesn't mean jack shit anymore. Because we were inside this web of the fort, we need boats to actually leave. Patricia Jolna, thank you for the follow. So that's what's tripping me up here, is that how it would work at Imperator and other games is sure, the fort puts out a zone of control, and we had a good amount of fun with Imperator Rome, spacing out forts in such a way that if there's 2 forts here, the zone in between them is now completely impenetrable because both forts are putting up a barrier in between, and so hostile armies cannot go through unless they occupy each and every piece of land in between, or if they waste months or years trying to take both the forts. But here it's not working that way. I understand it up to the point where this is glue that I cannot easily pass through without taking over the fort. What's different is that occupying the land doesn't provide any freedom of movement. I've touched the fly trap, and so there's not even a way to retreat. I am bound for life within this zone of control. I belong to it now. I can't say, oh man, this is a stupid idea, let me leave, right? I can't go from zone of control, border of the zone of control, to outside the zone of control. We don't get the chance to walk away. We cannot walk away. So, that kind of sucks. Let's be honest. That's different. I'll have to ask Chillinsham since he's done Europa Universalis 4 a lot more than I have. He's the Europa Universalis Pro for EU4, and I'm the Imperator Rome bachelor's degree, no, associate's degree. Haven't earned my way to the bachelor's yet. But that's not zone of control as I understand it. It's missing half the equation. It's got all the you can't pass through unless you take the fort or occupy individual lands part, without the occupying individual lands lets you go in and out part. At the very least, again, I'm going to abuse the fuck out of autosaves because this is the learning process. It's a new game and a new system. It's built off the bones of Imperator Rome, but it's a whole new beast entirely. If I'm gonna do this completely legit, completely straight, and then find out, oh fuck, zones of controls are fly traps, I'm not allowed to leave. I'm not allowed to leave! Of course we're gonna be here until 2026. We gotta give the allowances for learning. Plus the baby has an ugly name. We're gonna name the baby Luigi. At least we don't have to go so far back like I was going to the name saved, where we still have to chase the army all the way out. We haven't made that commitment yet. Cover your eyes, gonna flashbang pretty soon. Oh, never mind, they're stuck in the fly trap. And the AI knows it. The AI knows that we're in a fly trap, that we're not allowed to leave. So it's going to walk. It's gonna walk all the way out this way, and there's not a damn thing I can do. No, we're not in the fly trap yet. We just can't go into Palermo. We could... That's a real bizarre thing. If we're in the zone of control, we're allowed to leave until we go to the fort. Once we touch the fort, we're not allowed to leave anywhere. Our armies cannot leave until this fort is taken over. So all those historical events and battles and sieges where a fierce siege is going on for months or years and is finally broken because, oh, the army had to be diverted out to help some ally elsewhere. Nuh-uh. Once they're in that siege, they are stuck in here. It's not a very sense-making one. So if we go to Conigliuni, we can't go out to Siaka, but we can go out to there first. So if we keep this army on the outside, we could intercept the 3,000 stat that comes out. It's a bizarre way of doing it. It's not my first Paradox game with zone of control mechanics and forts. A son is born, Ladislao. That's definitely naming him more after the Hungarian side. Luigi. Now let me see about all the things we have not built because we had to reload. We built a road, right? We're building a road from... was it Campania? Potenza's already got a road going down to the back way. Let's make one from Campania to Sala Consilina. We're set at 65% for the parliament, so we didn't get 1,000 negative events all at once yet. See, how this works in any other Paradox game with forts and zones of control is the occupation of Termini means that it is no longer as influenced by the fort here. There's still the zone of control. There's still the fort. But we have occupation here. We're occupying it, so we have more freedom of movement. But that is not how it works here. We can't just leave out, we gotta go all the way out. Invisible, invisible. Those invisible parts are still within a zone of control, so it's no good for me to, You know, why don't I test something? If we have occupation on this side, and occupation here, except that's going to fade out over time naturally because of the fort here protecting it. That is understood. That is fair, that's how it's supposed to work. But what if I have occupation here and occupation inside? What all did I build? I haven't done... There was a wharf in Gaeta we didn't make. Because we're at -4 + 4. Was there a different road that we made too? We haven't built the road from here to there yet. We'll connect, let's see, 82 for that way. And see how my monies are doing. Nobles love me, I could tax them, that's my mint again. That's fine. Because we got 0 inflation. 0 inflation means go ahead and just print out more money. Nobles are taxed as max as they can. Burghers. We could tax more, but let's not antagonize. Commoners. Could absorb a bit more tax. -1. 0.01. That's fine. That's fine. Dubrovnik Market. Anybody missing anything? They're missing fine cloth and pearls. Silk. We'll give them fine cloth. Venezia fine cloth. Current trades, here's rotten. Book sources, nothing else on books. Sugar. Rice. Anybody else doing rice? Nobody else doing rice right now? I guess my current trades are all right. Are all rice. And where they go? They're going down, they're going up. They were going to go down along the coast. And now they are. What kind of terrain do we have here? Hilly? They have a worse commander than I do. Capitano Gozzardini? You want to chase them down? Knowing Paradox games, if I were to press this now... It's cancelled the siege progress. If I were to chase them down now, then they're going to stop and turn around. Oh, they're not stopping and turning around, they're committing. Yeah, they're not turned around. They really do want to go and fight me. They got their lock in. So far, we're eating shit early. They're taking a bit more morale damage on the right flank. We just need our center to hold. And then, once this is down, we could do 2 against 1, then 3 against 1. $5,000 against 3,000. They got less morale than we do. Oh, that's it. They're losing their right, they're losing their center. Our morale's pretty grim all around, but they're having it worse on their flanks. They'll be losing their center first. How embarrassing is that? $500 casualties versus 919. Only 919. It's gonna be pulling teeth now. Where they're going. It looks like they're scattering in every direction. Caltenecita. We're going up. Are they trying to escape back to Palermo? That'd be funny. We could finish them off there then. No, they're arriving. They're getting food from here. They're going to Calafu, which is outside the zone of control, so that's still safe. It's not gonna pull me into the fly trap yet. Is that a full stack wipe? That's a full stack wipe. Okay, now it doesn't matter then, getting caught in the fly trap. I could experiment. Wait. The town of Calafu. I was pulling myself into rural nonsense for the fly trap. So even once you touch the base, you can't go from rural to rural down the valley. You're stuck in here. There's no fort in Calafu, it's an automatic 100%. Hold on, that guy's just zooming. Let me do some tests here. Okay. The last time I saw somebody just zoom like that. Look how fast that went. It's because the stream had disconnected. Oh, I still had the bitrate thing up, which means that a little bit of the stream, a little bit of the game was like over here then for a while. Bitrate's still looking good, so... Somebody just has himself a speedboat? What's Genoa getting up to? Enemies, subjects, rivals? But no active war? They're just cruising? Wait a minute. Their boat is dead. Navy? Let's bring it down to 0. They have no army, so let's test the fly trap. We are now in the fly trap. Although, we occupy Kefalu, and we occupy Termini. We could leave the flytrap by going to Kefalu, but not by going to here first, which is always the case. Once we were touching here, we can only go out from that way. I don't know if it's a come back the way you came. Maybe it's a come back the way you came thing. Let's go to Kefalu, then there, then back around. And then see if I have to escape through Kefalu again. Fate of Prato. The citizens of Prato entrusted the rule over the Republic to King Robert the Wise of Anjou. Today their woes are nothing but a distraction to us. The sovereignty over the Republic gives us naught but troubles. Sell it to Florence? Do it? Historical option to sell Prato to Florence. Where's Prato? How was that ours? Are they in our union? Tana Prato, Republic of Prato. The Neapolitan Union. City of Prato placed itself under the rule of Robert of Anjou in order to protect itself from the advancement of the Florentines. Mere decades later, in 1351, the city be sold to Republic of Florence by Robert's successor, Giovanna. We're not Joanna, we're Giovanna. Giovanna! Oh! What trait is this? Malevolent. We're a malevolent ruler. The actions of our ruler are often seen as motivated by malice or hostile intent. That's pretty funny. We gain 333, and the event Fate of Prato happens. Florence loses money. Florence will be owned by Florence. If they wish to sell it, it's probably not good. Prato might still come in useful. It's basically to want money or legitimacy. I'll take legitimacy. Legitimacy is already high. But higher is better, more crown power. Rebel leave threshold. Great power score. So now that we're in. Yeah, so... Oh, look at that. Now that we're in, we could leave through either direction. It doesn't have to be through Kefalu. So I don't quite understand that. Let's go deeper into the flytrap. Now that I'm in the flytrap, we can go out. We can go there to there. We can go all the way around inside the flytrap. We could even leave. We could leave the flytrap again. Maybe it is because we got contiguous occupation here. But it's rare that having occupation here and occupation here alone does not give you the freedom to leave. If I didn't have both Termina and Kefalu, I'd be trapped here forever. As we were. I still find it odd. And now that we have more on the outside here, we can go directly out, so... It's not so much occupying land on the inside then. Logically, if you occupy land on the inside, you can go from in just across the border, but you cannot. Well, new things learned. Greater understanding of the system. 72 days left, 71 for the parliament. Poor Achaia. Achaia's job is to just eat shit every time Athens attacks. Increasing control in Molise. Send you over Calabria, Citra. Get the southern 15s back up. Edna. What's province getting up to? Truces, alliances with Aragon, same. Giving food access to the Pope. Rivals of Alba. Anything we can do with the Gless right now? Just request aid. They're in need of beeswax. You're building for beeswax. Books, gold, wheat. 2 years for wheat to max out, so maybe we'll get more then. 4 of 11, 1 of 9. Let's build more. Build more. How's inflation right now? Has been too long. Just 0.12? I'll keep the 0.12. We're not doing too much for the minting right now anyway. We probably are at a lack of goods because of all of our levies up. Oh yeah, we haven't cut money back for diplomatic actions. Because we're at max. What do I want to do with my diplomatic actions? We could try to go against Tunis, but I feel like that's a very, very bad idea. Maybe we could improve their opinion of us so they don't have any reason to attack us. 110 over time. Reduce their antagonism towards us by 110 over time. Byzantine Empire is going to be pretty difficult. They got Epirus. I can go against Athens. Achaia is still being slowly absorbed into us. Annexation. Should I try to go after Athens? I need a whole lot more boats for one. Candia is subject to Venice. Athens is gonna be independent very soon. We can't create Casus Belli because we have no spies. Where's my build spy option then? It's not in covert. Build spy network. Subject of Sicily, spy on them instead. But Sicily doesn't exist, or it's not going to pretty soon. We're going to take everything they own. I'm not going just for the war target. I'm going for everything. But how about Cagliari? Cagliari would be a decent start. Their overlord, they're a fiefdom of Aragon. So Cagliari didn't break free. They were released as a vassal. A fiefdom of Aragon. But Aragon is an ally of mine. Royal marriage, subjects, truces. Alliance being clasped hands I get. Being clasped hands in red, it makes me think it's a negative relationship. Surely, they won't attack their own ally. Senato agrees, fortification works for 10 years, and more importantly, what I got out of it is some stronger noble power, but some stronger noble power in exchange for noble levies. We should also try to take Malta. Napoli market hasn't grown too much. The Constantinopolis market seems to be growing pretty well. Venezia is kind of boxed in by everybody else. Minus 35 still. What are we gonna get? No status quo. Status fucking quo! That's alright, I gotta wait for things to be built anyway. Got a road going. Little tiny roads that gotta connect to our capital. This road finished, going nowhere. So, proximity. No proximity here though. Proximity, nothing. Should I connect it to Bari directly or to Yandri? Because we got bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. I think road from here. 102. 32 to Bari, super cheap. We'll do that first, and then link over this way. What's this none? Occupation progress. You guys getting yourselves involved in some war or another? I don't see a call to arms. Aragonese, Pitiglianese war? Aragon is trying to get more involved in Italy, it looks like. What they got in Aragon done that for? %, still. Sienna's one of ours, right? They're a good guy. Harper League wealth, so it goes against me to work against them. How about Florence? Wicked Florence is also a Guelph. Never mind then, they're good. Rising inflation is 0.28%. Political crisis occur from time to time in our kingdom. They often involve a conflict between Queen Giovanna Anjou and the Senato, unrest among the nobility, or conflicts of interest between the nobility, burghers, and clergy. One such crisis has recently cast public doubt on our governing institutions. Passive in political crisis for 2 years. Efficiency of cabinet minus 25%. Reputation is not everything. Lose prestige. Cultural influence, skills of new artists, antagonism change, diplomatic reputation, market attraction. Prestige gives better market attraction, so I don't want to absolutely tank my prestige. But I've had such a rough lot building prestige anyway. 24, and then drop by 5 to 19. Doesn't feel like a huge difference to me, it's only 5. Whereas 2 years of inefficient cabinet sounds a bit more destructive. Calibria Citra, how do you look? More 30s. Calibria Ultra then next. Such long sieges. Am I still disadvantaged in trying to assault? Likely to fail an assault still. I'm losing more dudes as it goes on though. Let's combine these armies. Do you have anybody who'd be excellent at sieging? Sieges are best done with siegeability is administrative. There, better siege commander. Guelph's weakened. Alba's been annexed. I gotta turn my attention towards northern Italy pretty soon, but there's so many dead little guys there. So many dead little guys. Ascoli is at 136, because we've been improving relation, I forgot. Naples is at war minus 20. Different government type, number of subjects, base tax. Not possible to offer. How about vassal? Needs to be at least 150, they're at 136. Beramo? Is it Ghibelline? See, but they have positive opinion. So if I want to attack these guys, I gotta make them hate me first, otherwise I'll take a stability hit for going to war against people who like me. What's Pisa's deal? Ally to Bologna. I think I could take these guys on. Royal marriage. They like me? Well, we could change that fact. don't have can threaten war. We need a can suspended to threaten war. We'll have to send insults. We're at 0%. It's gonna finally start going our way. 10,000 Aragonese, 2,000. Ancona has been annexed. Well, the good news is, as these guys consolidate, it's gonna be more worth my time to take them on afterwards. Fucking influenza. I'm not allowed to hold on to population. My poor population is gonna get lower and lower with time. The hospital costs 134. Let's build a hospital then. Zero of 1 hospitals. We'll put it in Naples. That should probably be my next investment choice then, putting hospitals everywhere. Maybe. 0.45% inflation. Well, it's not even 1% yet. It's not even a whole percent. That's nothing. How's my rebels looking? 4.7 Orthodox zealots. Siege of Palumo finally done. War score 89%. Bet. Hey, what's up? What that? That's because it's been bent around this, and that's just the interior of the cord breaking out. What?
Kind of popping up a little metal cord.
Yeah, that's because you normally have it bent around and such, so of course.
That's how it's made to go like this. It pops into place.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's breaking.
Well, if it's just breaking normal breakage, that's fine. I was just
I don't
worried
think that's
like,
normal breakage. That's the insides becoming outsides. That looks like the wire itself poking out.
Do you think if I still use it, it could start a fire?
No.
Okay, then I'm not gonna.
But I think that is probably going to, you know, stop charging as well, and probably completely.
Working with the cord, that's fine. I can connect a cord to it. I don't really care for these auto cords, but my concern was, is this like a fire hazard that I should be worried about? Because I don't want to like have my phone charging it and bust in the fire.
Speaking of which, oh, just a quiet part of the song. Flip these over to 100. Occupation successful. 93%. How is this not automatically going? I own this town. There, 100% for us now. 100% Sicilian dominance. Which means this bad boy gets to claim everything, won't I? province to us, right? Province, province, and province. Huh. Etica and Boeotia province. He is their overlord. Does this make a claim? Needs to be occupied for it to be part of a peace treaty. Neopatra's province to Naples we can do. How did that happen? Val di Noto? Where's Val di Noto? Oh, Malta with Malta! Alright, I was worried I had to like do the whole spy network, cast a spelly for little tiny Malta. I'll take Malta. All of Sicily, Malta, and a little bit in Gravia. No, we don't need a Neopatra. Neopatra will let go free. Athens we don't care about. Not right now, at least. So what's the consequence of this, then? Total cost of peace is 55. Antagonism breakdown. A base antagonism of plus 55.32. How other countries will view us and their opinion of us. They'll be less inclined to engage in diplomacy, may act against our interest. Okay. This translates to Kingdom of Sicily minus 142. I wonder why. I could be okay with this. Refusal will result in the loss of minus 10 stability for Sicily. Give it! Send peace offer, Mezzinetus Naples, Catania, Mistretta, Nicosa di Sicilia, Patti, Piazza, Girgenti, Bivona, Cauta di Setta, Calathu, Siaca, Terminu, Palermo, and the whole hog. What else could I ask for? Seize land, country, dismantle fort treaties, cancel subjects, they won't exist, liberate countries, toggle core, toggle other. What other do we have? Annuls, anti-piracy, fleet-basing rights, food access, war reparation to Naples. Can't work because Sicily will cease to exist. If they cease to exist, I can't do anything else to them. Okay, just give me everything. Everything in green is now mine. The Kingdom of Sicily has accepted our generous peace offer. Oh, look at that beautiful Naples now. Athens, this is good news for you, Athens. You no longer have an overlord. We've become their overlord. Taking over Sicily has taken on their vassals into my vassals. I hadn't expected that. Oh, that's pretty cool then. So, I could start improving opinion with Athens now that they belong to me? Well, isn't this awkward? They've been spending the entire war bullying Achaia, and now they gotta get together as cousins. They already have positive opinion of me. You know, bygones be bygones. Enable scuttage. Can avoid to join Overlord's war, but payment to Overlord higher. I can do that? I could make them pay me money for the chance to not put their nothingness armies to my wars. Onyx, it's not lunchtime yet. I see your chin's wet, Onyx. You just drink water? You just drink water, Onyx? You a good boy, Onyx. Yes, you are. Vassal status. Okay, so... where would I start annexation? Is a disloyal subject? We're not able to start an annexation. How do I change that? When a subject lessens 50 subject loyalty towards its overlords, a disloyal subject. Would no longer join wars, cannot become annexed. They got trust. They got good opinion. Onyx, it's not that I don't see you, Onyx. Onyx sat next to me because he wants food, because it's about 20 minutes into your lunchtime, Onyx. And because I didn't give him food right away, what he did is he got up, sat closer to me, and then... now you're sitting on my hand, aren't you? So let's see. Income from diplomacy. Athens gives a whole $1.28. Neopatria, Salona. Albania is a vassal. I could try to absorb Albania. My husband's there after all. We could just officially join the crowns. 112. Needs to be 150. Okay. So if I offer scuttage, they don't get any opinion boost from it. They pay more, but they avoid war. We could return land to them. No, we could take from our subject. We could take land from them. Cool. Siphon income. Lose money, gain liberty desire. We gain that money. Improve cultural opinion. Take on debt of Albania. Increases our prestige and they will like us more. It's only $7. We could gain prestige by taking on other people's debts. Increase your opinion by 10 and gain 0.01 prestige. Market access preference. We gain 20% market attraction Albania. Lifts market protection. Gains 30 opinion. You know, let's do that. Let's offer them market access. And then we'll take on their debt. That's another plus 10. That'll give us to 150. Or... let's just approve opinion. Why complicate it? Rivalry declared with Tunis. Declared us rivals. Well, we're not at war anymore, so Papa, This is at 200 opinion of us. We have no diplomats, and now we're down on diplomats per month. He'll accept alliance again, we just need diplomats. There. There's a whole lot of money. The nobles I could tax some more a little tiny bit. Burgers. You exist to be taxed, man. You're at 62.62 already. We'll raise our taxes to max, get them unhappy for a while, then drop it. Army maintenance you no longer need. Look at the way all these other peaks and drops got smoothened out. Buildings. Oh. That's because of all these things I brought in. I gotta work on my internal development now that I took all of Sicily. Tunis market has low food stockpiles. Non-integrated provinces. Close to being the target of an international organization. The following countries might join a coalition. Oh shit! Sicily might join a coalition against us. We could form 2 Sicilies now that we have Sicily. Our first 2-tier formable. Possible advances. Mercantile spirit. Legacy of the Normans. Royal domain. Are things you can already get as 2 Sicilies or as Naples. Onyx, you're kind of blocking me, baby. Mwah. Alright, let's do it. Form Italy tier 3. We have to own Milano and Florence. City of Florence. City of Florence and Milano is up here, right? There it is, City Milano. So if I own this city and that city, I could form Italy. Own at least 136 more locations. Okay, alright. Milano, Florence, and 136 more locations from among all these. Oh, but we're also at war, so let me drop all my levies. Disband unit. Where's disband levies only? That was my stomach, Onyx. That was my stomach growling, don't worry about it. Detach levies. And now that's all levies here. Disband units. The regular army that's normally at 250 is all the way down to 15 now. Back to Napoli. Calabria Ultra. Good, 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 good. Who else needs a whipping back into shape? Got too many 16s, 16s, 15s around here. At least his county control increases quick. Encourage quality, it's pushing into... Let's see. Current impact of 30. What's my value at? Value? We're very almost to quality. There's less food consumption with quantity. With quality. More maintenance, but better morale recovery speed, tactics, and initiative. Quantity is cheaper on food, worse on initiative, possibly better on frontage because you just swarm everyone. Cheaper maintenance. We like offense over defense. Fort defense is garbage. Movement speed is better. Siege ability is better. Assault ability. Antagonism for declaring war without casus belli. But why would you declare war without casus belli? Defense has cheaper fort maintenance. Better fort defense. We're more tilted towards land. Proximity costs your land down. Maritime presence better. Maritime presence. Let's get more maritime presence here. Let's split this navy in half. So it's not perfect halves. Anybody representing the crown that I could put for the admiral? Philippe Angio. Or Roberto Angio. Philip, you get your first commission at 17. Your job is to patrol the seas for maritime presence. Maritime presence is so bad right now. We'll put you to maritime presence in the east. And at the Second Navy, you will do maritime presence. Could I not? "24 locations in one navy? What if I do the both of them? Put the both of them on mission? Have them both patrol all the seas we can?" There. We got two navies, they can do a good job of it. Rivals of Tunis. I'm trying to improve their opinion. They hate me. Minus 188. Enemy minus 50. Defending our rival minus 25. Improving relations plus 9. I don't like the sound of that, man. I would need more allies. We're getting... Oh, minus 3. Ships repairing. Navy maintenance requires more sailors, it seems. 0.84. to 1.65. It's only one extra. If I do it like that, would I get more sailors? -4, ships repairing -8. I just can't hold on to sailors. Well, since we do have our nice Naples of 2 king... Hold on, no, I didn't take the decision, did I? 2 Sicilies. 88 locations out of at least 71. Let's do it, let's unite the crowns. When I was doing brief research, it turns out that even Kingdom of Naples is a historical term. They were both Sicily. The Kingdom of Naples was the Kingdom of Sicily, and the Kingdom of Sicily was also the Kingdom of Sicily. And now we get 2 Sicilies as one. The people rejoice. Both Sicilies are again joined under the rule of our great Queen Giovanna Anjou. That dark time has come to an end, and we could again join our long-lost kin as one united people. And all it took was a little bit of time travel, as we had to... Well, a little bit of it was some tactical missteps, where I knew that straight crossing and mountain defense was a bad idea. Give them time. Oh wait, they're not taking that time to leave, they're staying there smartly in defense. But a little bit was also realizing that the zone of controls for forts are pretty weird. Now once you're in, unless certain conditions are met, you're in a fly trap, you're not allowed to leave. You can't even go. You can go from the fort to the border of the zone of control, and cannot leave the zone of control. You could trap somebody's army forever. Maybe there's ways you could exploit that as a player, like you make one fort that's super high defense, you lock the enemy army in there, they simply cannot leave. Now you know the EA is going to cheat and have their ways out. Restore the ancient capital of the kingdom, Palermo becomes our new capital. The nobility becomes happier, clergy becomes happier, burghers and commoners happier, more legitimacy, more prestige. More legitimacy and more prestige for moving our capital to Palermo. Now I like the idea of Campania, Naples, Calabria right there. The unit of our people rippled through history. Oh, but either way, even if we don't change capital, the very fact that we've united the 2 Sicilies, we still get the +5 estate satisfaction, +5, +5, +5, 15 legitimacy, 20 prestige. So, we've also gained a powerful enemy with Tunis this day. But first, let me grab a BRB. It's almost time to feed the cats. And I've got a cat in the place. I gotta pee. So, let me return. Alright, got myself some water, got myself a little treat, the cats got themselves some lunch. I am going to make the decision that we are going to keep our capital in Naples instead of Palermo. One is that most of the infrastructure we have built up around here is around Palermo, and so control is better around here, proximity is better around here. We can just go across the sea to Palermo. So that's pretty nice. We could start branching out our proximity like this. But now that we've had armies marching across here and sieging down territory, markets, nearly all Napoli now, sexy. Culture, 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 holy sites. That's not it now. Tax base, economic, prosperity. Prosperity is kind of bad after sicking armies through here. Palermo's still got some pretty damn good prosperity, but we gotta rebuild things around here now. Napoli is actually in low prosperity. Hold on. Prosperity is at minus 13.64. Pop promotion is slower. Raw material output slower. Food production bad. Character life expectancy worse. We've become completely garbage. It's because of these damn diseases that keep going through. Maximum legitimacy, 38 prestige. Okay, let's start focusing back on infrastructure now. We gotta get things going smoothly around here. We gotta get our maritime zones up. We still have good maritime presence, 42%, split with the Papal States here. Mostly us, bleeding some out. 42 from Epiro. Epiro, really? The Kingdom of Two Sicilies now. So, how's our progress looking? We still have more Guelphs and Ghibellines, but not by much. 14% Ghibellines, 15% Guelphs. We gotta start taking the fighting outwards pretty soon. How's money doing? 14.3, that is so low. Non-integrated province. So, how would I integrate you? Will that be one of my speed of integration up? Requires sword. He's got 17 sword. You have 67 sword, changing societal values. Is mostly bird. You have better bird, but you also got better sword. Let's do integration with you then. Is conquered. need to integrate it before it be part of our country. If it does not become integrated, Pops might rebel. So do I have a map mode for integration? Victory cards. Goal to conquer an entire area on the map of a country. Country gains score. Diseases. No disease right now. Integration. Current status is a core rural settlement. Current status. Current state. So this is all integrated then. This water's not integrated. Did we ask the Pope for an alliance, or were we too low on? Don't have a diplomat. Oh, we got some unhappy faces now. I thought people were happy. We got so much happiness out of these guys. Everyone's up to 68, 85, 67, 61. They're just not allowed to be happy, that's the problem. They'll drift back down to equilibrium pretty soon. Rising inflation, I'm gonna keep on with it. My money's gotten so much lower than even at the start, only 14.3. Truces expiring soon. Why would the truce expire? We're allies. Alliance with the two Sicilies. Music. Video pause, continue watching, yes. You know, doing it this way at least still gives us more music than just using the base in-game music. Not enough goods. Missing inputs, silver, lumber. Everyone's missing something. Maltese patriots, Catalan patriots. "74 months to fill in 1,900 beekeepers." Casano Alionio only has a year to go at least, so we're gonna get wheat filled out. Martinez, year and a half. My population growth is so slow. Maybe I should focus on filling food in. Napoli market, Dubrovnik market, Tunis market. Population needs include strong grains, 5 food. More books, so we'll get rid of this one and get better books. 0 suggested all around. Population needs. I don't see gems for the Napoli market. Who wants gems then? They want furniture, they want sturdy grains. They don't want fine cloth anymore, so we got progress there. Fruit and fish. All this honey. How about food imports? Suggested food imports. Rice. Legumes. More rice. We're back to 27.29. So the balance is a sharp bounce back up. Navy mated is still giving -4 for sailors. Am I ever going to get enough sailors again? And -29 on manpower. Because you gotta reinforce my regulars. What if I delete them? What if I delete those regulars of mine? Monthly sailors 5, ships repairing 5, Navy maintenance 4. So if Navy maintenance isn't doing anything, what if I drop Navy maintenance down then? Constructing port buildings, researching certain advances. Well, let's get money going first, get another piggy bank going before I start spending. Because I'm currently really boosting my inflation, rising by 0.02 per month. We can make it better than that. Unused trade capacity, Napoli market. Okay, let's go for food. I want my people fed. Do they want rice? They want sturdy grains in Napoli. They also want fish. Tunisian fish. Don't mind that we're rivals right now. Who's got a little rivalry get in the way of business? Ships repairing is at -2 sailors. So what if I just put these guys back into port for now? Ships repairing is -5. Reduce strength and maintenance in half. I think I'm okay with that. Let's mothball it. Available for hire. Disband. Detach damaged ships. All of the ships of this navy are already damaged. Well, should we bring him home? We can't put them in Napoli? We got a port in Napoli, don't we? There, it's fixed. We're finally getting +3 again. We just had to put them down for a little bit. Black Death and Balakovo. Disturbing news reached us from Balakovo as we recently received the following report from there. Alas, our ship enters the port, but of 1,000 sailors, hardly 10 are spared. We reach our homes. Our kindred and our neighbors come from all parts to visit us. Woe to us, for we cast at them the darts of death. Whilst we spoke to them, whilst they embraced us and kissed us, we scattered the poison from our lips. Going back to their homes, they in turn soon infected their whole families, who were in 3 days succumbed and were buried in one common grave. Priests and doctors visiting the sick returned from their duties ill and were soon numbered with the dead. O death, cruel, bitter, impious death, which thus breaks the bonds of affection and divides father and mother, brother and sister, husband and wife. Lamenting our misery, we feared to fly, yet we dared not remain. Balakovo of the Golden Horde. Rats. Oh joy. Is that their capital? Chimgitura? We know it's out there somewhere. Is that Prester John? I got a hospital being built, right? Didn't I choose a hospital to make here? Operating at 97.83% due to a lack of books. Weaponsmith. There's no burgers employed. Hospital. We have a hospital. Or is it being built? +1. Building level 0 out of 1. Yeah, see that's it over there with the circle around it? And there we go. So nobles have the royal court, clerics have the hospital, with maximum employment already. Disease resistance 10%. I can't improve it. When I get to inflation of 1, then I'll tone it down. $199 sailors. That massive jump. Okay. Shall I start building... Oh, they got names or boats? The Catanzaro, the Beatrice, the Cadipuli, Claudia, Filomena, Lucia, Bojano. (92.32) efficiency is all right for me. Next year, we're gonna have 1% inflation. Oh boy. Control and Abruzzi's okay. So let's switch you over to the other Abruzzi. I should build more marketplaces and things. Maybe we could start pushing Venezia out. Just take over all that they got. December, January. January brings my inflation to officially 1.04. Okay, minting. Let's tone it back down now. We'll still be making 25 a month, which is great. Fort, Navy, Army maintenance don't need. Cost of court. Should I put enough just to maintain? There. 0.00. Crown power keeping up. People don't dislike me too much. 59, 63, 83, 67. I should raise their taxes some more while I can. Especially when it doesn't make that much of a difference. Wait, is that the tax rate? 54%. I'm taking half of what they own? Or is that satisfaction equilibrium? 64.01, 67. Current is 67.18. Satisfaction equilibrium is 64.01. That's what they will move towards. So the equilibrium that they want to be at base neutral at is 64, 79.8, 54.86, 54.01. That's okay, that's over half. If that's what their equilibrium's at, then perfectly fine by me. Unused trade capacity again. Alright, what do my people need? Grains, fruit, livestock, fish. We got some grains over here from Kappa. Gift to the state. The nobility and the burghers of our kingdom have decided to reward our good governance of recent years. Doesn't that make you feel good inside? By making generous donations to the treasury, some out of pure patriotism, others in exchange for honorary titles and positions. Into the treasury's 162, spend generously gets prestige. I got a pretty decent cash flow. More money is good, but I feel like I want to grab more prestige whenever I can. Diplomatic reputation, market attraction, antagonism change modifier. I can't buy antagonism change modifier as far as I know. Mediterranean galley ships is what I'm waiting for before I build more boats. You guys have your mission? Patrol the seas. The smaller stack I'll let do around here. Your job would be to patrol over on the east. Byzantium is no longer our rival. Good. We got late feudal relations, loyalty of subjects plus 10. Does that mean Athens is no longer a disloyal subject? Could we... Okay, 10 years, not possible until 56, 9 more years from now. And he's 150 opinion. They're no longer a disloyal vassal, so we can, in fact, begin the process. of annexing Athens once the possibility pops up, once they qualify for it. Province is me. What can we do with our... The Black Death itself is a situation. Disease control action, procure remedies. Build disease resistance buildings we can do. How much for remedies? And requirements. No location has a disease present. It's spreading. It's already out here. And jumping around. It's coming. Procure remedies until the end of the game. Gain stability, legitimacy. Procure remedies until the end of time. Mercury. Medicaments, liquor, or incense. Whatever works, alright? Even some hemp. They're gonna use some medicinal hemp. Many different fibrous crops. So we see the picture. Paying to procure remedies is monthly gold. Monthly gold, 7.42. Okay. We could build more hospitals. Palermo, Messina, Catania. Because of market access. Disease resistance of 10. So where's the best place to put him? Messina, Catania, Messina. So Sicily. Fuck Naples, apparently. We'll put one in Palermo. And now, should we do more roads? Should we do more buildings? We're gonna lose a whole lot of population very, very quickly. Our 2.9 million. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? I guess it's because we took over Sicily that our population jumped back up, so it's not all over the place. We do have population droppage in the east of Italy, a little bit in Calabria, western Sicily. But we're gonna be experiencing population drop pretty damn soon. How about roads? We didn't build this road over, did we? Because we had craziness happen. There's already a gravel road from Bari. Alright, see it now. How about to here then? 101. Is it worth? Because now we got proximity going. Proximity comes up here, but still falters. So maybe I do want to link these two. And I also want to connect. I got so much connections to make, so many connections. Maybe I want to do... My maritime presence is not giving me a way around the boot. Have a wharf in Messina. Got a wharf. My wharf. Vigarenti don't have a wharf. Oh, I got no money. Maybe I should have. That's okay. The inflation's not too bad. It's only like 1% right now. Not like I brought inflation up to a 10% increase in price. The people demand grains, fruits, books, livestock. Grains. How's the balance look? Dip back down because of procuring, but that's okay. If the remedies help us out, I really hope it does. Three years, 4 or 5 years to get more population, to start filling in these resource gathering operations, and then Plague's gonna come back in and kill everybody. Who do I want to target? Aquiela would be a cool acquisition. Verona. Am I targeting Pisa yet? We're building a spy network in Pisa. Annexation. Building spy network got up to 7. Alright, Pisa is going to be our next target then. They got 2,900 for the potential army. They're allied with Bologna. Maybe I could be a bit of a bad boy and take Pisa and Bologna alike. That could be fun. There's also Lucca nearby. Lucca is allied with Volterra. Volterra down over there. Ghibellines. Those fucking Ghibellines. And hey, we have an ally. We got 2 allies. We could maybe get the help with the Pope. 7,000 extra army. Aragon, 15,000. Now that Sicily is secure, 19,000. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna be eating good. Unprofitable trades. Dies from pests in Napoli. You'll tell me about that one and not anything else. Alright. Unused trade capacity. My people demand books, fruits. We'll get books in. Because I'm missing stuff from my university. I want my university to be better. 0.4 for 3 buildings. A lot of honey. What's the honey for? Or the beeswax, I guess. Beeswax is also food. I get it, I dig it. Sturdy grain is 5 food. University, Royal Court, and Hospital needs books. I don't want my hospital being at no capacity. I think Lucca. I'll go ahead. And start building a spy network here too. If I'm going to spend money on these diplomats, then we gotta make use of them. Capital states. A little bit. Oh my goodness, I'm a freak. Little Giovanna is really getting it on. We got a baby from both husbands now. Little Filippo Anjou. Look at my little baby. Look at my little darling baby child. He's like a little egg. I got 2 eggs now. Little 1-year-old infant, little 0-year-old baby. Heir to 2 Sicilies, Province, Mondovia, and Patro. Heir to nothing! Wait a tick, does this mean though that... Nah, Province is still us. It's still Luigi, it's just not showing everything. No, Province is right. Duh. Could I read? House control is surprisingly not too bad here. What sort of resources have we got? Silk, olive, sugar, more clay, more alum, more fruit. There's a plus on saltpeter. What does the plus mean? Market balance is plus 1.65 due to supply outpacing demand. So we got too much saltpeter, not enough use for it. Is that what it means then in this context? But fruit is good. We do have some fruits here too. Let's produce the fruits. I guess you can work on fruit there also. They're at a deficit of food when they produce their own fruits. That's on me. The people of Napoli despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of measles spreading through the area. My capital just keeps getting hit with disease, followed by disease, followed by disease. It wouldn't be so bad. Except my prosperity doesn't exist. Look at that! I'm a blight! Only the Byzantines understand, but even Constantinople's doing okay. I'm just a magnet for disease. Nobody else's capitals gets it this hard. Is that because... Well, it can't be because of my prosperity, because I got none. This is a tragedy, man. I see integration is 87.54% plus 2.02. It doesn't look unintegrated to me, it's all green. That means it's us, right? Tax base, livestock, effective control is garbage, market, population. Lord, Republic of the Veliki Novgorod, Belo Ozero. That means White Lake. Kingdom of England. Well, it's good to know that even with the hospital, I'm still succumbing to so much disease. I think it might just be a consequence of being such a rich market power. Dubrovnik is almost fully kicked out of the boot tier. Improving opinion. We're at 192. With who? With Achaea. We don't need to improve opinion with Achaea anymore because they're already being integrated. We'll cancel improvement here. Improving opinion minus 136. Spy network annexation. Albania improving. Because we want to start integrating Albania. Papal states have proposed a Catholic Church enact Immensa Aeterni Die. The immense eternal God? Recognize a Roman Curia, establishing permanent congregation of cardinals to advise the Pope on various subjects. Institution growth, 10%. It sounds like being a part of the Catholic Church is a good deal to me. We still have our 2 cardinals. How do we get more cardinals? It's a representative of the Catholic Church, just immediately behind the Pope. They're assigned to locations via the construction of special buildings called Cardinal Seat. They'll be loyal to the country that owns the location. Cardinal Seat Religious Building. Causes increased local literacy and clergy food consumption. Market building cost is only 50. I can build it in rural town or city. I'm gonna vote yes. $500 Masons are never gonna get filled. Hobbling along. I could tax these guys more. Max the tax. Diplomatic spending is almost on maximum, but I'll keep that. The cost of court, we're perfectly balanced at 100 now. Minus 0, minus 2. A difference of 0.09. I'm going to take the minus 0.00. We got some no good buildings. All these wharfs, even the marketplaces, aren't doing very well. Is that because they're not getting their inputs, or because there's not enough people working for them with all the depopulation I've been getting? At least the measles hasn't been killing us too badly. I say, and it pops back up. We still have an increase of 645 population a month. It's tiny, but that plague is gonna do us in pretty badly soon enough. I'm losing 11.48 from building, so it might be worth it to downsize actually. Hospitals losing money. 30 marketplaces are losing money. I don't like the side of that. Why would my marketplaces be losing money? Come on. Your entire purpose is to make the money. Andia, I think, could be a juicy acquisition, but they belong to Venice. Napoli's making so much money, Dubrovnik making money, Tunisian market making money for me. I know you're there, measles, go away. It's in red, but I can't do anything about it. Bubonic plague has already killed 269,000 people. Abruzzo Ultra is looking better. Where to send you to next? 24, 30, 20 is alright, except I zoom in, and it's so much more worse. So let's set him down this way. But maybe I should focus on the higher tax areas first. Get the higher tax areas on higher control. And then shimmy down to the next over. Okay, more trade capacity. Who wants what? I think I want to focus on books so my hospitals and things can have a bit of an easier time with that. 0.33 on books for 3 buildings. Yes, YouTube, I'm still here. Shut up. Fruit for 2 buildings. Brewery. Books for University, Royal Court and Hospital. Temple, Marketplace, Monastery. Lumber for 12 whole buildings. See, it's saying that these are the only inputs missing from these ones, so when the balance sheet says that all these buildings are costing so much, I don't think it's by virtue of the inputs being bad. By the grace of long-term investments and slow population growth, we have most of the material inputs we need. So I think maybe for a lot of them, it's just not having the people in them. Beeswax is for who? Beeswax is for Temple, Market, Monastery. So books I care more about. People's needs are people's needs. If they have their needs, they're happier. If they want grains, I'll give them as many grains as they want. I really don't want Tunis to stay my rival. We're apparently perfectly balanced as far as powers go now. What happened to Byzantine? Byzantine Pretender Rebellion Empire. Oh no, Byzantine Empire. So if I turned it around, I wanted to complete Achaia here for my vassal. Now would be the time to do it. They've also got Epirus still. It's part of their... What is it? Vassal? Vassal... 0% loyal to Byzantium. I do have 1 whole diplomat. Should I? I kind of want to take Epirus because it is right there. It's a foothold over in the area. I've already got Achaia that's being integrated into me, and because of taking over Sicily, we've inherited their vassals of Athens, Salona, Neopatria. So we have a presence with these guys here loyal to me. How many provinces in Epirus? Because I kind of want to not get too many bad boy points right now, this early in. Charade, government type, diseases, provinces. They got Northern Epirus, Southern Epirus. Man, this song's pretty hot, isn't it? Temptation, salvation, chat in the background. To think that if you weren't listening on YouTube, it would be like at 1% volume until the game just stops playing music at all. Spy network of 10 in Pisa already, and we're over halfway for the annexation of Achaia. At first it estimated it was going to be done like the 1800s. Well, maybe more tech will make it go down some. I think it's just a very, very conservative estimation when you do it early in. 1352 is a lot more reasonable than 500 years from now. Look at all the scattered mess up here. Europe is such disorganized chaos. Hey, it's my Fields of Mystria boyfriend, March. Norway's doing pretty what it looks like. Where's MP's house? I think MP is currently under Sweden right now, isn't he? He'll have to watch Hopi Anjuli in the Swedish dub now. Expanded Farms is almost done, just 3 more months. I know, Measles, I know, get out of here! Got a year left for the wharf, Now that I don't need an excess of sailors. But maybe now that we have an excess of sailors, are we gonna get actual fleet levies? 15 fleet levies? But will they be garbage boats? They tend to be garbage boats is a problem. You know, for being told to sail the seas, military objective, patrol the seas, they're doing a whole lot of just hanging around in ports. It's actually green here now. Kingdom of Sicilies, 2 Sicilies, 0.96. County of Salona has a stronger presence than we do. 0.96. I mean, I guess it's growing. Papal States has more maritime presence here than we do. 16.95 is not a lot of money. Let me get more diplomats before I start peeling that away. We'll want diplomats to create casus bellis once we get the spies going here. So I need at least 2 of them. What else could I start pinching pennies on? 17.14 is so low. I could try minting more. Maybe once I get my inflation a little bit under again. Every day I tax a little bit more. Cost of court. Oh, the 0.00 must have had some further decimals down because now 100 became 9. Diplomatic spending. I'm spending a whole lot on diplomacy. I don't need it to be a whole 0.1. Couple more a month, 19.33 is a little bit better. And then once I get to 2, we could drop it further. The Black Death, the killer of mankind, the punishment for our sins has arrived inside our country! But in other news, we got Immensa Eterni Die. -7 stability. Don't you unpause, I want to take a look at this. Disease affecting our country, bubonic plague. I don't see it. Is it only in Naples? It's only in Naples. It's made the massive jump from the Black Sea all the way to us. It just zeroed in. It's like, where's the player? Where's the player? Oh, well, there you go. Byzantines. We caught it off the Byzantines. Is that what Greek love does to us? Dark means there's not as much of it, right? And green is where it's thriving. Present 71%, present 0.97. 0.01. We got 23.42% resistance. That's kind of cool. We've already got a hospital in here. We got move court into hiding. We've already got procure remedies. Segregate the infected. Sponsor mass forgiveness. Plague is a punishment from God for the sins of the people. We can fight it by organizing mass church services all around the country and encourage the populace to clean themselves from the stain of sin and also wash your ass nasty. Sponsor mass forgiveness until the end of the game. We pay for clerical services. Clergy power up. Estate satisfaction, disease resistance down. Now it also says we gain stability. I don't have to keep paying it forever, do I? I could always repeal it. Would I lose the stability if I repeal it? Repealing procure remedies drops 20 stability. Present scapegoats. Find the culprits. Not everyone gets affected equally by the sickness. Those that are spared have to be the ones that set this disease upon our people. It must have been the Argonians. They're the ones who caused the Nahatan flu. The religious minorities in our country are the ones to blame. Clergy will be happier, peasants unhappy, pop conversion speed up, tolerance of the true faith up, tolerance of heretics and heathens down. I like the thought of mass forgiveness, except for having to pay every single month for it. The thing is, if it wasn't an ongoing cost, right? If it was a one-time thing, for 1 month, we'll pay for mass forgiveness across the country. Everybody gets together, kumbaya, tries to wash their hands for a bit, except they're just washing their souls and getting all filthy together. Right now, the plague's got barely any presence in us. They got like 0.01% presence in Naples alone. So now would be the time to do it. Except I'll lose 20 stability when I undo it. Maybe if it's anything like repealing procure remedies. I did this too early. I should have waited till it got here, then paid for it. Isolate the country, cost stability. Control the food market, cost stability. Foodstuff exports banned. Ban the export of tea, wine, fish, wheat, maize, grains, everything. Control the food market. Nobles unhappy, burghers very unhappy, peasants unhappy. How would this help me then? If I ban the export, that means we have more of these foods. So maybe that's, we control our food security, we have a little bit more resilience, but people miss out on the economy, I miss out on the economy? Will there be a disease spread aspect to it if I don't have as many exports going out? That's less human movement and spread of disease? 10 stability to hide the court. Make the pops think we abandoned them to their fate. Minus 2.5 from nobility. Minus 5 from the clergy, 5 from the burghers. Well, it's only at 0.01% of the country so far. Right? 0.01%, and we have 23.42 resistance. I don't think we're going to skip the plague. I'm fully expecting it to tear through my population, which, through the grace of conquest, we managed to take over Sicilians to bump our numbers up. And then plague's gonna come in and destroy all of us. Gotta keep an eye on you, Plague. Hey, there's birthday. And there went birthday. Good numbers here. Let's move you on down. Clergy condemns a philosopher as heretic. Not mine, I hope. Francesco Petracarta. Didn't I grab this off the Papal States? He was one of theirs. I got him off them. Is forwarding new claims that contradict the religious truth. The clergy demand that he be stopped and turned over for punishment. Either way will cause great turmoil in our kingdom. 10. Estate satisfaction and societal values towards traditionalist. Francisco Petracarta dies. He hasn't even done anything for us yet. I've already got really, really high clergy satisfaction. They're extremely easy to keep happy so far, even though They're not quite powerless, but they're pretty powerless. Support him, lose 10 clergy satisfaction, and move towards innovative. So how now? I covered your ass, man. Where do I see my art stuff? Religion, people. Oh, characters is. Oh, that's how I get to my courtiers. They buried it under society. Now I see. Works of art. We have an artist. Artist salary is none. Artistic skill. Assimilation rate is minus 25%. Oof. Because a spiritualist. Free to hire, free to hire. We have 2 artists. Tadiche Faishi, who's got meh skill. Who would have guessed that commissioning works of art is so expensive? He's only 43, he's got a good 20 years in him left, I'm sure. How's my spies doing? 12 on Pisa. How's Pisa feeling about me so far anyway? 50% opinion of me, you fuckers! What if I set you as rival? Where's my set as rival option? Possible rivals. Tunis, I don't want to make mutual. Bohemia. We're stronger than Serbia. Much stronger than Bulgaria. Perfectly balanced against Morocco. Navarre is no match for us, but they're all the way up there. Norway. Norway is no match for the Sicilians and Neapolitans. Denmark, we're much stronger than. Sweden, much stronger than. But how am I going to get over there? I could dominate the entire Scandinavians. If but I had more boats. Fair bit weaker than France. Fair bit stronger than Scotland. Scania is insignificant. Croatia, Castile, Portugal. These are my only options for rivalries? Rivalry 0 out of 3. You heard Naples has lots of unique events in this game, Gaius? I've been seeing quite a bit of them. Had some historical ones so far, as well as a few that seem more towards the title itself, and not just the history. So it's been a fun start. Possible rival 3 due to kingdom country rank. Could I do Pisa as my rival? No. Maybe I'm not allowed to make rivals of those way too much smaller than I am. Maybe that's why Byzantine ceased to be my rival, because now that they got the rebellion going on here, it'd be like kicking a sick puppy. We're perfectly balanced against Bohemia. If we're going against the HRE anyway, maybe it'd be fitting to put them as one of our scapegoats. They're rather unhappy with me. I don't need to set a rival. When I want to turn my attention towards the Asiatic, maybe I'll start looking at Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia. Plague is punishment. It's not bad yet, right? It's not bad yet. 0.03% presence. We're doomed. The end times are upon us, or at least so claim the ever-growing groups of flagellants that wander through the countryside, processioning and preaching of apocalyptic events to come as punishments for our pride, which only through Christ's ire as flagellation we can dispel. While originally having the support of the Church, these groups have strayed too far from doctrine to be sanctioned anymore. The clergy believes that they must be stamped out to prevent them from undermining stability. They're going around whipping each other, setting flesh and fluids flying. They're spreading disease this way. Local garrisons to disperse any flagellant gatherings. Estates gain the clergy gain satisfaction, the commoners lose. Every location we own in Terra di Lavoro will have the spread of the bubonic plague reduced by 5%. The thing is, my capital's a fucking magnet for every disease. The disease is barely present in Europe, and it's made a beeline straight for me. It's not over there. It's not over there. It's not in. Well, let's see. Terra di Lavoro. If we look at... what am I looking for? Provinces? Okay, alright. We are Terra di whatever. Alright then, sure. Never mind the Church. Make the commoners happy at the cost of stability. Even if there was 100 crown power for stability, I'm gonna say no. Less pop satisfaction, but the spread of plague reduced by 5%. I'll take it. The commoners are at 49.66, or raise it by 0.3 a month. They're gonna get right back up to 50 in no time. Wait, does that mean that I managed to stamp it out? Affected locations 0. Country deaths 20. It's going to come back. Maybe the better thing would have been to bite the bullet, let the disease spread through, and then it'll spread from us to everybody else, to all of our potential rivals. And then by the time our people are cured and immune, at least our survivors cured and immune, everybody else will be sickly and will wander on through the rest of Italy like a reaper with the scythe. But what's done is done. The disease is out of our country now. But it will return. It's hopping along a little bit. We just prevented its early spread. It's definitely going to come further west. But I think... yeah, that's a YouTube soundtrack. I got the actual in-game soundtrack at 0 to play the YouTube soundtrack because surprise, surprise, surprise. You can barely hear the in-game soundtrack. Paradox. Paradox bump up the gain in the game. But I think that's probably quite enough excitement for one day. We finally managed to unite the Sicilies. We took a fair bit of reloads. One, to learn the game, because a few things here or there worked a little bit differently. I thought it was worth doing some experimentations and being a little bit petty, but also a little bit of being a little bit too petty. We had the plague coming in on us. How is my policy leaning so far? I'm kind of leaning towards doing a bit of internal development primarily because the first day we were playing, we did manage to take over half of Sicily pretty quickly, building up spies, building casus belli, invading. But we're kind of floundering with our estate balancing, our money, our resources, because there's a whole lot more internal development we have to do. It's definitely a much slower game, so I'm trying to pace it out. If I can keep things stable on the inside, we could slowly push our tendrils out. I'm not quite sure what I want my N values to end up looking like. I kind of like the idea of being conciliatory, or seen as conciliatory, while we prepare for war with everybody else. We're finally building more towards quality over quantity. .96% army initiative. Our land we're good at. We're starting to tilt more towards navy. And I think I'm okay with my laws for now. Partially. Oh, you hear that? There's a music going. It's so much quieter than just listening to the soundtrack on YouTube. You just gotta squint your ears for it. Going towards noble levies is a good start. I think the next time we do a Senato, I'm gonna try to grab that favor the ruler. Get a bit more power over the nobles again. I want my nobles to be proud, aristocratic warlords, raising their armies and fighting their armies on my behalf, but not the power of the country. I'm happy with them being my military elite, and that's it. We definitely have a lot of restructuring to do, but we have centuries of time to do it. But for now, this is where I want to call it for the night. And what do you know, it turns out that the big update isn't save incompatible after all. Version 1.02 Lepanto. So, I am going to call it here for now. And then we'll see if we do tomorrow or if we do next week. It all depends on how BF wants to spend his day off from work. For now, who are we going to raid after this semi-successful day in southern Italy? I think we know the answer to that already. How many people are streaming Europa Universalis today? The first day of launch, there was 3,000 viewers before I started streaming, 16,000 at the end. And then yesterday there was like 1,000 something only. Today, 2.6 thousand viewers. Still bumping along. Definitely not the immediate boom. So what happened? What happened to the 30,000 viewers? What happened to all the mega-sized streamers streaming the game? Is it a one and done? Oh, I see somebody is playing Venetian Supremacy. My rival in spirit. Hey, Chillin' Chum. Hello and good evening to you. Chillin' Chum, it turns out that the zones of control work weird in this game. Did you know that forts and zones in control are fly traps this time? I know, right? I mean, I thought it'd be like Imperator Rome, where sure, the forts cause a zone of control that limit how you can move through them, but if you occupy areas, you can move through a little bit more fluidly. If you either take the fort, or if you occupy more of the lands around the fort. Turns out that's not the case here. Yeah, fly traps. They're fly traps because if you go into the fort itself, you are not allowed to leave the zone of control. You could walk to the edge, to the outermost province of the zone of control, to the outermost location, but you're not allowed to actually leave it. So if you send your armies into a fort's zone of control, that is your last chance of leaving the way you came. Because as soon as you touch the fort itself, you're 2 layers deep into the zone of control. And you're trapped. You physically cannot leave until the fort is taken. I don't know if it's intended to be that way. If once you touch a fort, your armies cannot possibly leave unless there's a boat to drag you out of it. Who'd ever heard of historical incidences where sieges got broken because an army had to leave and reinforce someplace else? No, never! Never! For now, it is a lesson learned, and I'm willing to keep my eye on potential fly traps. But that can't be right. Maybe it's something that ends up fixed as time goes on, because, you know Paradox games. There isn't a Paradox game in the world that looks exactly the same as its launch version. I hit exit to desktop and now everything's frozen. Don't crash on me, game. Don't crash on me, we haven't done our raid yet! I would have thought it'd be more resource intensive to leave the game than it is to play it. I can't even alt-tab away from it. There, it's gone. It's gone and the stream's still up. So naturally, Macaw's playing some cinematic sci-fi action of the Sega CD. I want to watch it, and now you guys are going to watch it. So thank you guys for hanging out. I go catch you Macaw's side. I'll see you guys around the next time. And for now, you guys have a good rest of your night. Stick around for the raid, say hi to Mac. And see you folks around later.
「優しく浴びるとさよならの痛みも消えてゆくよ」「ああ思い切り今日生きたやつにはもっと大きな明日がきっと来るのさ」雲を走ろう新しく雲の輝こう強く